It's young Anthony Spritz, and yes, I'm still getting my YouTube voice on. And today we're gonna be talking about Dead Island 2. Been playing this game for a minute, and I'm super duper excited to do this discussion with y'all. But real quick, first off, thanks for clicking on the video and everything. This should be up on the new channel just based off of just video game reviews and other discussions that we're gonna have. But we just gonna start with the video game stuff. So anyway, my name is Anthony Spritz yet again, and if you're new to the channel, I just do discussions because I play way too many video games, an unhealthy amount. And today we're gonna be talking about a game that's been in development for over 10 plus years. Your boy was damn near getting out of middle school when the first one came out. Had a hell of a lot of fun playing it, so I had to cop it day one and let y'all know what's going on. Put my YouTuber cap on and let you know what's happening over here. Let's get it.
Oh man, hold on. Can we get a moment of silence?
Yes sir, jumping right into it. So the game kicks off with your pickable characters trying to get on a flight to escape LA where the game takes place. Zombie outbreak goes full swing. Long story short, you guys all board the plane in your own little ways, and the plane ends up crashing. You pick your character, and then you're off to kind of survive, find a cure, and see what's up. And so basically what I want to do is I'm going to start with the negatives first. Some of the things that I thought the game could have done better, just so the rest of the video is just me gushing over the game and telling y'all what's really good about the game. So first things first, man, there are no difficulty settings, which kind of triggered me because I can be a filthy casual sometimes. Sometimes we need those difficulty settings because sometimes I'm just cheeks at the game and not in a good way. Moving on, some of the zombies can feel the same. Like sometimes the game will recycle zombies when you're like further in, and you'll start seeing them more and more. It's not too bad, but it's just a minor ding that I thought I had to mention. I got my notes here. If y'all didn't know, I'm getting my YouTuber thing on. Got my notes. I'm official. At first I put guns could be stronger, and I think in the beginning they're kind of a little bit weak sauce, but once you get further in, they're not too bad. I see a lot of people complaining about the guns in this game. It's not too bad. It's not the worst thing in the world. Could it play better? Yes, but guns are kind of second note to the melee weapons and stuff, which we'll be talking about later on in the game. Moving on, some of the puzzles and the side missions are a little bit shallow. I understand, like I said previously, development hell, over 10 years in development, right? But some of the puzzles and the side missions are really cool, but you just want more. You're like, if they just did a little bit more to make it unique or one of a kind, that would be cool. They would stand out a little more. I already mentioned the zombie recycling. Sometimes when you die, right, the checkpoints will send you back just far enough to where it's annoying. You won't lose anything, but the progress is kind of weird because you might have to go through and do certain sections over again. Like I said, it's not too bad to where you want to stop playing, but it's just enough to be annoying. What else I got on here? Minor difficulty spikes. Sometimes the game does get hard. There are certain boss fights or certain side missions where the difficulty will ramp up and it's just doing a little bit too much. Speaking of doing too much, sometimes you'll need to read things to complete the mission or look at pictures, whatever, and the game doesn't really put it up on the screen like you want it to. You kind of have to dig through files and see what you have to do to get to the next thing, which I wasn't really a fan of. No spoilers over here. This is no spoiler gang territory, but the last boss is recycled. That's all I'm gonna say. Not gonna say no more. Kind of disappointing, but again, minor. It's not too crazy. And sometimes the writing can feel a bit disjointed, which I'll kind of elaborate more in when I talk about everything that I liked, ironically, about this game. Alright, yes sir, now we get to the meat and potatoes of the video. Everything that I liked, everything that was good that made Dead Island 2 Dead Island 2. I gotta tell y'all, this game has been in development over 10 years, like I said before, and that had scared me, man, because I loved the first Dead Island, and I never even thought that this game would be released, let alone be solid. First things first, didn't have any type of technical issues, no glitch, no frame rate dips, none of that. So that was cool. The game is solid. It's straightforward. It's not very long. I actually finished the game. Doesn't take very long to beat. Maybe 15, 16 hours. I did a lot of the side material. But it's a good thing. It's very linear and it's very refreshing that it doesn't overstay its welcome and things like that. The combat feels really good. It doesn't feel, floaty or anything like that. You swing, you hit, it feels like you hit what you hit, you know what I mean? And it's just nice. The weapons, depending on what you're using, whether it's a bladed weapon, a blunt weapon, you feel and see the difference when you're using it. And the further, in rarity you get, because it is RPG-ish, so the stronger the weapon gets, the more you feel that. um, the balancing wasn't too bad. I never felt like zombies were too strong. I think there was one time in the beginning where I ran into a zombie that was over leveled, that was above my level or whatever, and it one shotted me. That happened one time. That was a big worry of mine. So the balancing is actually pretty decent. You have a card system in the game, so you get these like Slayer cards, and there's different levels. And basically, when you slot the cards, it gives you buffs and makes you stronger, or makes the zombies weaker in some type of way. Even gives you special abilities that some of the special zombies might have. So it's pretty litty, man. It gets pretty cool, and you can actually build around what you like to do. For instance, your boy likes to kick things. I don't know why, but jumping and kicking zombies in the face just makes me feel complete and offers zen to me. So my card system had consisted of things that make my kick stronger, or the things that I use stronger when I use them. So I feel like a whole G. Anyway, the weapon durability is something else, because I don't know, maybe it's just me. I've hated weapon durability since freaking Dead Rising back in the original Xbox 360s. All my OGs know what I'm talking about. But here it's not terrible. It's reasonable. I'm pleasantly surprised about that. Obviously gets better when you get stronger weapons, so that's good. Overall, the game has a very B-movie vibe. It doesn't take itself too seriously, and it leaves room to surprise you. Some of the set pieces, some of the writing is actually funny, is actually clever, and I had fun playing through it. The story's interesting. So that is another worry that I had. And also, if anybody's wondering, it does feel like a Dead Island game. It doesn't feel like a Dying Light game. It doesn't feel like any other type of zombie game. It feels like Dead Island 2, which was one of the biggest worries I had. So this does feel like a sequel to the first Dead Island. One new thing that they introduced is the gore system, which is amazing. You could see zombies getting melted, burned, blown up. You see the full skeletal system. You're seeing them, bones crunching. I'm a weird fan of that. So seeing all of that is just made me I felt like a little kid. It actually has a surprising amount of detail in it. You'll walk around the world and explore and find things that'll make you stop and stare. So, you know, this game really punches above its weight, and I did not regret my purchase. Now, I did pay full price for this. Would I recommend that to somebody who's not necessarily a Dead Island fan, or somebody that's on the budget? No. But when this game goes on sale, maybe try it out. I had fun, and if this is up your alley, I think that you'll find something to like here, especially if they release DLC, which I'm hoping they will. So all in all, Dead Island 2 was a good time. I'm still playing it. I'm definitely going to be dropping some more content on Dead Island 2, so stay tuned for that. Some extra stuff that I probably didn't mention. Like I said before, I think I talked about the story, but there's very interesting elements. It keeps you guessing. It introduces some old characters from the first one, mainly Sam B, but there's some stuff in there that's for the newer fans and for people returning from the first one. Also, one thing I didn't mention is the elements in the game. So you'll have different elements: electricity, fire, acid, even water. So the way that they use elements in the game is actually really cool and really creative, and actually extends to some of the puzzles. And I think that they should double down on this. But it's actually really cool when you're lighting zombies on fire or electrocuting them, and you're using water. It makes you feel like a smarty pants because you're using science. The voice acting and the amount of dialogue you get It wasn't really annoying. I picked my first character was Jacob. I'll probably make a whole nother video on the characters at some other time, but I didn't find it annoying. I actually found it charming. Didn't mind it. Some of the writing was actually funny. But anyway, I'm just talking. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think. I'm really trying to build a community, so I really want y'all to leave a like, but most importantly, comment. Let me know, do you agree with me, or am I wrong, am I out of my mind? Let me know. But thank y'all for watching, man. It has been Anthony Spritz, aka Spritz Got Game. Welcome to the channel. I will be dropping more content, more Dead Island content, but also whatever other game I'm playing, because I'm always playing something. So I appreciate y'all, and just like that, I'm gone.